Hi, my name is Ashley Holton. I am currently a sophomore here at Purdue and I am studying pharmacy. So the first question is tell about a team that you enjoyed working on and what made this team enjoyable. A team that I really enjoyed working on was a bunch of different teams for science fair projects that I had to do in high school. I really enjoyed these teams because it really brought so many different minds to a science fair project that you could come up with. And with this certain team, everybody had to contribute something. And I think that really made it enjoyable because sometimes when you work on teams with school stuff, not everyone contributes to their full capacity. And so I think I really enjoyed it because everything went smoothly with them. I actually made some friends that I still talk to today, and everything really went okay with that. And I thought that they were really fun to work on because you got to learn different things and see different science projects that probably you never thought of or yeah. Question 2 is tell about a time you experienced exceptional customer service and how that changed the way you serve customers. So when I worked at McAllister's, there was always a family that would come in on Friday nights. And at the time, I worked every Friday night. And this certain husband and wife that I always saw, I would always give them like small talk, either when I was taking their order or if I brought them their food or anything like that. And then actually right before I left for college, they surprised me with a Purdue mug with a $50 Target gift card inside. And I was honestly really thankful and surprised by that because when you work in customer service, you think that the customers only really see you as workers and not as real people. And I thought that, that kind of made me realize that, these people saw me as a person and not just as someone who takes their order or serves them their food or makes their food. And so that changed the way that I served customers because I would always try to go and actually talk to people because, the customers that you serve, they're not just customers, but they're actually people. And sometimes they like to talk to the workers. They like to get to know the people that serve them or people that make their food. And so I would always try to be kind and put a smile on my face after that because it really meant a lot to me. Question 3, thinking about diversity, how do you encourage an inclusive environment? So I went to the biggest high school in Indianapolis, and it was a very diverse community. And I, to this day, am very glad that I actually grew up in a diverse community instead of just like an all white population, because it gave me the opportunity to learn more about different cultures and where people, like how different cultures function and stuff. And that was really important for once I came here because even today I work with people that are from other countries. And so I can actually have conversations and learn more about how their everyday life goes compared to how like my everyday life goes. And so I think that's very important to know about because you have to include everyone in a work environment. And I feel like if there wasn't everyone being included, it would not be an enjoyable job for anybody there. And so I would always try to include everyone in different meetings and have everyone try to learn more about each other and everything like that. Question 4 is give an example of a time you had to explain a complicated process to a person. So last semester in my communications class, we had to take a complex idea and basically present it to fifth graders. And so that was very hard for me because I chose to talk about the cell cycle, and people don't always understand biology and how the body works. And so I really had to think about, like if I was a 10-year-old, how would I understand this stuff instead of like me being 18 studying actually like biology and understanding it more. And so I took Legos, and because 10-year-olds like to play with toys. And so I used Legos to use as like when the cells come together, and then I would pull them apart for when the cells were dividing. And so I think that was a really good project for me to do because I learned how to actually tell people that might not understand something as well as I do and be able to explain it in a way that they would understand. Question 5 is, what is an area which you feel you need improvement, and what is an area in which you excel? So I'm going to be honest about the area which I feel I need improvement in. I feel like I really need to improve on my patience. Sometimes I can be very impatient if things don't work out the first time, or like if I'm trying to explain something to someone and they don't quite understand it. So I think I really need to just work on that. And then an area in which I excel is probably just the including everybody, because I love to make everyone feel included, and I know how it feels to be alone, and I don't like when anyone feels that way. So yeah. Question 6 is, tell us about a challenge you had to overcome. What steps did you take to overcome it, and would you do anything different if faced with it again? So this actually corresponds to now. A challenge that I had to overcome was being sick while in college. And to overcome it, it's very hard to not fall behind in college. And when you're sick, all you want to do is just lay in bed, watch TV, sleep. And when you're during the week, when you're at school, you can't really do that, or else you will fall behind very quickly. And so the steps that I have done to not fall behind is, still get up in the mornings at the times that I would, but just take more breaks during the day, like take a 30-minute break, watch an episode of a TV show, and then get back to work on an assignment or two, study for a little bit, and then do the same thing. And that's really helped because it gives me a break to work on to make sure that my health is still doing okay, while also not falling behind any of my classes. And I don't think that I would do anything different with that, because I still get all my stuff turned in on time, and I have been feeling better than I have the past couple days, so I don't think I would do anything different. And then question 7 is, what 3 things do you want us to remember most about you? So I think the 3 things that everyone should know about me is that I am a very caring person, and I know that's probably a very common thing that people say, but I sometimes can care too much, and I really just want everyone to be happy and okay, because I have gone through the time where everything hasn't been okay, and I just want to put a smile on people's face. Number 2 is that I will talk to anybody, which can be a good and a bad thing. Number 3 is, this might be off topic, but I am obsessed with Carrie Underwood, if anyone knows who that is. But yeah, so thank you.